So, welcome back to part 3 of the Mori campaign on the Ultimate Immersive mod for Shogun 2, and when last we left off, we had just about managed to secure the entirety of the southwestern tip of KYUSHU, which leaves us with some options with what to do moving forwards. We could try and expand eastward towards Kyoto now, but I don't think I actually want to do that, mainly because I do have an ally on this side, so even if I do get stabbed in the back by the purples up here, I will have some sort of help with that, and these guys really like me actually, the Mimura. Hopefully they will be more stalwart allies than the ones I started the game with who ended up all betraying me. So I think what we're going to be doing is trying to launch an invasion of KYUSHU, which may not, none of these provinces are what we need for our victory conditions, and none of them are on the way to Kyoto. But we still need to take over a sizable chunk of land to actually meet the victory conditions, and KYUSHU represents a bit of a problem for us moving forward if we don't try and deal with it now. Otherwise, all of the island is likely to become Christian, I think, because the Christian clans seem to be the ones that are doing the best. The Otomo and the Komachi are both Christian, I think, and both of them have taken over vast stretches of this island. The Shimazu don't seem to have been able to break through in quite the same way. They are still alive, but they are not making much progress by the looks of things. So we need to deal with that, otherwise we're going to have religious problems. Which also means as we invade, we are going to need to build a monk and start reconverting these provinces to Shinto Buddhism, which means we are going to be trying to build a Buddhist monastery here as soon as we are able. So in 3 turns we'll be able to do that, including a bonus to clan-wide happiness. Over here, we do have these provinces which are, I think, worryingly low in terms of public order. Let's have a look at West Nagato. I've exempted them from tax, which is keeping them in line for the time being, recent events. So yeah, we want a Metsuke in there to oversee the settlement. We might be able to tax them now, actually. That's not a huge amount. We'll have to leave it for the time being, but we will be able to tax them very soon. The other thing we need to do, however, is our income is tanking because almost all of our income comes from trade, and the Iko-Iki are blocking our home port. We will need to build a strong navy to actually invade KYUSHU anyway. So what I'm going to do is, this might be kind of risky, but I don't think we're in danger of actually being attacked on the trade node out here. So I'm going to take both of my medium bune and head down into the inland sea that's down here. And we'll start building up a more substantial navy from our home ports. I don't know why our income just went up there. We also have our allies over here, and our allies are building a navy as well, which is good. I really like having these guys as allies, actually. I really hope they don't stab me in the back or start to collapse. Something else that I actually want to do. The Sionji, that's probably the clan I've had the most difficulty pronouncing so far. We are at war with the Iyo Utsimiya. That one is the worst one. The Iyo, I'm just going to call them. They are actually dying, however, to this faction. They're taking over the entirety of Shikoku, which is pretty impressive. I was expecting the Shosakabe to do this. But I'm actually curious, actually, to see. They're unfriendly with us, which is not great. However, do you want... They export a lot of stuff, but they don't have cotton. Do you want cotton? And do you want an alliance? So this is what... I'm not going to try and get any money out of them, but I am going to get an alliance with them. So this... Their power is only moderate, to be fair. So they have more or less overextended. The fact they're on a little island has probably saved them more than anything else. But this will give me another naval ally and another Shinto Buddhist naval ally, so that we can continue to move forward onto KYUSHU. Their integrity is also dependable, so they're less likely to stab me in the back.
The good sense of your
And now they're friendly.
Cannot be denied. We accept, my friend.
Just like that. They go from hating us to actually liking us. Now we do have more than just one trade route, but our primary route is the one that's being blocked. But we'll be able to deal with that very easily. Like, the beauty of playing as the Mori is that your navy is obviously so good. Now, what do we have here? I think we have, yes, we have some Naginata Samurai, which we're going to move over here. In addition to that, what we're going to do is... We haven't exempted them from tax. The repression is 15. So if we move, we're actually going to be in trouble here. So we're going to keep the tax. We're going to keep this army here for the time being. And we're going to build What's the resistance to invaders here? -6. And over here it's West Nagato. It is... They're more or less the same. It's just that we've got exempted from tax and we've got all of our army over here. So, we are going to build in this province a Sakedan, so we can build another ninja, and it will also help with happiness in the local area. As for this province, we might build something else with regards to recruitment, or we might just build another market, because that will give us access to another Metsuke and more wealth. Excuse me. My voice is starting to give up a little bit, I think. That's a shame. We actually have a pirate lair over here as well. We now have access to terrace farming as well, which we should probably make some use of, but we have... I want to be really careful with how I spend because of how erratic my income is, thanks to... Right, hold on a moment. We're going to move our ninja over here just to block any potential invasions. There's actually the Otomo, which we're going to have to go to war with, I think, just to get over here, because I think we will just make a land invasion, because there is a strait you can move over from land units. The navy is just going to prevent any enemy navies from making a nuisance of themselves, and we're not actually ready to move in just yet. So regardless, we will end the turn, I think. So yeah, we're mastering the correct art, and we have already diplomacy, so yeah. I'm pretty happy with how this series has been received. It's obviously not been as popular as my Reforged, at least. Well, that changes things somewhat. We're already going to be going to war with the Otomo. Their power's only moderate, actually, so we should be able to push onto the island, no problem at all. Yeah, come and join me. Their allies did not, my allies did. Well, I guess this just pushes my plans up a little bit.
Perhaps, if you listen to my offer,
Who are the
you
Seki?
will find some merit in the idea.
You know what? I'm actually tempted to take this. The Seki, I think, are really far away. And honestly, I just want the Ikoiki to leave me alone for the time being. Yeah.
It is good to...
Alright. So some people don't want to mess with me anymore, but for some reason the Otomo are just like, yep, let's do it. Let's roll. Deus Volt. But yeah, as I was saying, I obviously never expected this to be as popular as Reforged. It's actually more popular than I was expecting, though, which is nice. And I do really enjoy Shogun 2. Oh man, my voice is really on the way out. And I think we will keep the episodes to 2 hours rather than a set turn limit, because that could flip-flop quite a lot. We are just going to go with just the time instead. Longer episodes, which is quite necessary, I think, because this is going to be a longer campaign than standard Shogun 2 just because of the increased amount of provinces and the slower pace at which things tend to go. Could I actually reach him? I couldn't. I mean, I could ambush him, though. Man, this guy's just such a beast at sabotaging. Enemy army sabotaged. Excellent. We can't actually move him. He's probably blocking the strait, actually, so the Otomo can't get across. That's a craft work, so we'll actually be able to create really good archers from there. Right. Yeah, also, you know, this is obviously good practice for the upcoming Reforged campaign, which will be a thing soon. And recently, actually, there was, well, today, actually, I noticed on the Discord, so this will give some people an idea of when this was recorded. I noticed there's some... Those eco... Oh, that's fine. But I noticed there was some, the updates for the unit models for Harad, Umbar, and I think it was Khand as well. So, bit of love for the Evil Men factions this time. Let's see elsewhere. Obviously looking forward to doing the Reforged campaign, and it will be in this same format of 2-hour episodes each, because I think more episodes is not the right way to go about things. I think we'll go for... Who's this? This is Motoharu. Right, hang on a minute. How many Waka Raiders? You don't have any Waka Raiders in your army. No. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we can have 3 Waka Raiders, although we can just siphon off, I think, one of these bowmen to come over here. And then all 3 of these Waka Raiders can start making their way over here to reinforce this army. This army pretty damn good. And actually we can also send our Yari Samurai because we're also going to send our Naginata Goshi. Right, actually, yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're just going to get into the woods. Yeah, they're fine. No danger of immediate rebellion, thanks to the Metsukes. And the Wako Raiders will also head over there. That army over there is honestly not that scary, especially in an ambush situation where we take away the power of their Yumi Goshi. So, what do I want to do? Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. It's so congested around here in this inland sea. But they're no longer blockading my port, so they should leave me alone. Repair cost of 50, that's not really worth it. They're not even damaged. Alright. Recruitment from this. So, we need to build up a pretty beastie navy. We'll go for just 2 firebomb Kaboyas. I know they're not actually that great. I think we actually already have reached the maximum that we can have of that as well. So, just a single firebomb Kaboya, I guess. And then we'll go for a few medium Bunes and Yumi Kaboya as well. Right. You can actually go over here. Motoharu we're just going to use as a garrisoning force as we start city hopping on this island, on KYUSHU Island. Whereas the eastern flank, I should say, is going to be guarded by Takamoto, the hero of the last part, it must be said. Just trying to keep track of everything, really. Anyway, we will move on, I think, because I don't think we need to go into diplomacy with anyone else just yet. Actually, no, we definitely need to. We're going to build another unit of Wako Raiders. Well, you can get into this army over here. I think we will build a terrace farm, though, because that's more wealth for us, and we really need to be a little bit more self-sustaining with our economy so that blocking trade isn't enough to just completely cripple us. Yeah, really looking forward to the Reforged campaign now, actually. Getting back into Total War campaigns is always a good thing. They're starting to build up their army a little bit over there, so I think sooner rather than later we need to make our moves with our army as soon as we've gathered all of our strength in one place. Motonari also allows the night attack, so any reinforcing armies can just be completely denied, which is why it's probably the good thing to have him in the vanguard of an invading force rather than just trying to safeguard our home provinces. It's a lot of navies moving around these turn times. All of those ships are heading over here, though, to start making the Otomo's life just that little bit more miserable, as well as them. Nice to see that my allies are being useful. Namban trade, no, we don't want that. Christian influence is just something we do not want at all. Right, you garrison Aki. We cannot build any more firebomb Kaboya. So I think instead we will just go for another medium Bune. We want 4 medium Bune in this navy, I think, and then we'll just have a bunch of Kaboya. You are going to move back to garrison Aki as well. I think we'll actually make them move up to East Iwami next turn, because the only place we're likely to be invaded by is by the Ogasawara up in the north. Can the Wako Raiders make it? They cannot. But we will move them up nonetheless. This general's just going to hang back for a little bit. Right, we can build something here, which I still don't know what we want. Actually, let's have a look at the Mastery of the Arts and see what we do want. So we could build a Nodachi Dojo eventually. An encampment is just replenishment, really. It's only really useful for the Takeda with regards to new units. Bow Master Dojo. A Sword Master School. We could go for some Tetsubo Masuta. That's the hero unit. And hero units should, in theory, be really strong in this. Now that they've got 100 men per unit, they should be very, very useful. Banzai is a great ability as well. That tax reform could also be super handy. Oh, actually, that's Aki's Sanzoku. That might be... Yeah, that's a unique unit for us. A new unique unit. Maybe we should go for that. School of Shinobi. And that's another unique unit as well. That's a long way though, Ninjutsu Mastery. Well, I think we'll decide on that next turn. But what we're going to build here, I think we may as well just build another market here. just for that extra bit of money. As for you, you get over here, and once again, sabotage that army. There we go. That's all of our money for this turn gone, though. But worthwhile. Oh, and he leveled up as well, so we've got a max level ninja now. So let's see. Sabotaging buildings. Yeah, we want to just make him... Actually, no, he's got another rank to go. We've got another skill point we can have. Ninjutsu. We need to actually go down this skill tree for that. Subterfuge when assassinating. Spying. Campaign map line of sight. Well, seeing as we're not really going to be using him for assassinating, the line of sight is probably the more interesting option. That wasn't a huge gain, but still. Yeah, so we're one turn away from getting that Buddhist temple. I think that's a good enough place to leave that turn. It's not like we have any more money to actually do anything with anyway. Well, I don't know if the Otomo can actually move after we just sabotage them. I'm feeling pretty confident about our ability to take out that army anyway. With a big navy as well, when any conflict is over, we can think about occupying another trade node and getting another trade resource. Because that's definitely where we've gotten a lot of our strength so far.
Enough brave men have died.
I mean, you and I have not fought each other once. If you pay me, I will do it. Alright, well. Nope. Then no. Money could have saved your life, but I'm not willing to indulge in that if you don't want to pay for your life. That's a problem, they're massing forces there. So I need to garrison East Iwami as quickly as I can, because they're going to turn on me. Significant advances. All arts are mastered by 50%, so that might be... Oh yeah, just 3 turns for School of Shinobi. Let's go for that. I'm interested to see what those unique units are. They look like lightly armoured archers, but if they're anything like bow warrior monks, sign me up. Right, you move over there. Recruitment, we're still going for a medium bune. We have another slot here, and that's time for the Buddhist temple. We need more money, really, if we're going to make any sort of progress there. Right, you get in there. We'll move forward just a little bit. And 600 for that. I mean, we've already done this a few times, but let's do it again. Just keep bullying it. Fuck! No! No! Our ninja. That's a disaster. He was so good. Of course now, when he's like just a stone's throw from the max level, that's when he died. I got greedy. Oh well. It's only a ninja. It's not the end of the world. Let's see. Yep, that's going on right now, so we actually have no choice really but to pass the turn now. And hope that the Otomo move forward, so they do have their movement range back. They can't see my army, so that should be a juicy ambush. There's the Otomo navy. Time to start getting this Christian plague out of Japan. Bit of reverse Deus Vult. That's an interesting clan mon up there. Demonetized. Right, let's see. Oh, hello. The Otomo might be at war with the Noto Hatakeyama as well. I mean, that's the good thing, I suppose. The Otomo being Christian, people hate them more than they hate me for being impolite. And my allies are actually useful as well. Those Mimura especially. Are they at war with one another? Right, anyway, well, first things first, we need to build another ninja. There we go. And you garrison that town. I'm not having you come in ruining my entire existence. East Iwami is a stronghold as well. And that's a decent force in addition to the garrison we already have there. Right, let's actually have a look. So, are my allies at war with them? They are at war with... Yes, they are at war with one another. Okay, we need to keep an eye on that, because if one starts making more progress, we're going to need to capitalise on that and declare war on the Ogasawara as well, just so we can start pushing eastward as well. With our allies' support, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right, we should recruit another boat, really. And we will recruit a Yumi Kaboya. As for our army, we can now start to move in. Let's have a look. That's a big army. But we also have a full stack ourselves. And we have a pretty nice full stack. Light Cav, Naginata Samurai, Wako Raiders. I mean, because of Night Attacker, we're not really in danger of them massing up to the point where we can't attack them. So it might be worthwhile just waiting for them to move in and us to ambush them. Oh, I forgot to upgrade this Metsuke. Apprehending. Yeah, let's go for some apprehending so that we can just counteract enemy agents very, very nicely. He's just a level 1. Okay, that's fine for now. I think next turn, if they don't move in, we will just attack them. But for now, I think we're fine. We could recruit another unit here, but then... Oh, hello, that's a very nice rank on the Yumi Kaboya. Yeah, what I think I'm going to do, actually, as soon as that next boat is... Or actually, we could just do that now. Let's cancel that. And move our navy into this port over here so that we can recruit units at a higher level of veterancy, because this is a pirate cove. Yeah, we definitely want to take advantage of the buildings that we have inherited from those that we have conquered. Right, yeah, we're still going for School of Shinobi. Good, good. They're going to blockade my port, aren't they? Those bastards. I mean, I'm sure that I can squash their navy. My allies are still at war with the Ikoiki. Yeah, they're moving more strength over there. Maybe it's worth my time getting some of those Yumi Kaboya down from my trade node. It leaves it a little bit undefended, but it doesn't seem like safeguarding it's too much of an issue. Oh, they lost. Good. My allies chased them off. Perfect. I can just sit here and keep recruiting. Yeah, you've got other things to be getting on with. There's no use massing on my border. They're hoping that I'm going to reinforce them. Which I will, I think. If it comes down to it, then declaring war on them with my allies, it should be an easy enough task to take at least one province, even if this one doesn't look like it has anything special. More land is always good. I think the Otomo just retreated, actually. Interesting. Right, our income is not good. I think we need another trade partner. The Amako are still hostile with us. They're like sort of banished to this island over here, which does mean if we take them out, that will be more. Hello, Kitabatake. They are weak, and they don't have any trade goods. You know what? Let's enter negotiations with you. We're at full capacity. Never mind. So this is it. We need to, yeah, we need to move forward, I think. Right. Let's see if we can't get more. Yeah, that's a good enough opportunity, I think, to invade. Yeah, it is. Night attack, and that's an auto-resolve. That night attack is so good. Mori Motonari OP. This army's still got a lot of Ashigaru in it, but certainly not the end of the world. Buzen, peacefully occupy, so we're now in place. And those armies over there, I mean, that's a pretty beefy army. But we have the defensive position. That is a beefy army, actually. But we should be fine, I think, with that defensive position. And most of what they have... I mean, they do have a lot of samurai, to be fair. That's a lot of samurai. But with this... it's a stronghold as well, so that would be a nice garrison to have, but I don't know if we're actually going to get that. Right, let's try. That's more income as well. I don't think we actually need any more of you for the time being. Right, let's go for another unit of... Actually, no, we need a monk. Yep, and we definitely need to start converting those provinces back. A level 3 monk right from the off, which is absolutely perfect. Inspiring towns. Right, where's the conversion? That's characters. Converting provinces. So yeah, we need to go down this route, I think. But we can't until he's max level. Demoralizing armies. Inspiring armies. Let's go for that. So we can use him to demoralize things. Sack of rice, converting provinces, which I think... Yeah, sack of rice is perfect. Yeah, I think that's all we can do. So we're going to get attacked here, I think. But we should be able to hold out. I mean, I'm betting an awful lot on our veterancy and the strength of our individual units. I mean, it's not going to be the easiest fight. And this is a Christian province. Let's go. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for a night attack there. Yeah, so here they come. This is just a general, it's not their daimyo. But again, I'm really sort of pinning my hopes on... That's a lot of bow samurai as well. Which in theory is not the most useful thing. Because bows are not quite as powerful as they were. The balance of power is relatively even. Unfortunately, we don't have the garrison because the town was sort of damaged when I took it. Okay, this is going to be a big one. That's a pretty cool settlement as well, so that actually is very useful. We're right on the sea, which means they have to come at us from a certain direction. And I'm really betting on the fact that the huge amount of bow samurai they have in their army is actually going to work in my favour. Because bow samurai are better in melee, obviously, than bow ashigaru, but they still aren't fantastic. Yari ashigaru and Yari Wall should still be able to handle them one-to-one. And we have Wako Raiders and Naginata Samurai. And we have Light Cav, which should be able to do a lot of damage right from the outset here. Alright, let's have a look here at this settlement. This is a nice settlement to have as well. All of the archery towers are on the higher levels, which actually might be a good opportunity to just sort of fall back right away to the second layer, because I don't really think there's much to be gained by trying to hold all of these sections. So yeah, I think that's what we are going to do. So, bow ashigaru, get it in place. It's almost the perfect setup for us. There's some damaged walls, unfortunately, but we can get over that. Right. Mostly it's the outer walls that are damaged, though, so that's also another good argument for saying why we should not engage there. But we will be sending our light cavalry out to essentially be sacrificed to the gods. This top layer over here, we will keep Motonari. I think actually we'll keep Motonari down here. We need to keep most of our troops in place, so that is a way up, so we do need some units over here. Yeah, we'll go, I think, for a couple units of Wako Raiders over here, as well as these units of Yari Ashigaru, which are already over here. The rest, however, I think we will be sending... Well, I think perhaps we do need a unit just in the town centre, just in case. We can also retreat all of our bowmen up here. The rest we're going to send over here, including the other two units of Wako Raiders. So, I think we're good to go. Right, let's see. That is a lot of Yumi. And that is more Yumi. Okay, well, the first stage of this fight is just going to be trying to micro my light cavalry to make sure they don't get caught by the by the Yari, I think actually we will just charge right on in. No, we won't. The Yari got into place before I could, but that will also waste a little bit of ammo, but really I need my light cavalry to get some killing done. Right, there are their reinforcements. The reinforcements are honestly not too much of a concern for me, I don't think. Let's go into this unit over here. They want to send their general in as well. I mean, generals in this mod apparently can defeat the light cavalry, which is probably correct. Yeah, let's see if we can't kill off that unit of depleted Yumigoshi. Oh yeah, this is a perfect opportunity to get in here, because their Yari are too far away to stop this. They have fire arrows. Yes, that's a nice charge. Alright, get out of there. I think we can probably get away with doing one more of those. Right, now we need to get out of there. Now I think it's probably best if we just head out into the distance. Done a little bit of damage. No, 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 no. Don't get... That's one of the things I've always hated about Total War games. Cavalry just becomes brainless when units touch them in melee and they just... That sticky mechanic. It's the worst. Hidden units. I mean, if they want to use all their ammunition like this, I am all too happy to oblige them that. Right, you head off into the distance for now. They should be getting damaged as well. Yeah, we're hitting them. Fortunately, they have bow samurai rather than just your bog standard bow ashigaru like I have. Those are Yari ashigaru though. Yeah, they're going to break and waver here. I suppose sending forward their lesser units to absorb the arrow fire is wise. And I've had 4 more units of archers as well, if the garrison was present.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
For fuck's sake. Don't know if our archery tower's still firing or not. Those Yumigoshi are apparently confident. Okay. Get on those walls. No, no, run. This is not the time for dawdling. That pathfinding. Excellent. Always a fun time. Right, they're moving in now as well. So probably about time to retreat our bowmen.
Our men are running from the battlefield! Shame for this play!
Oh, my light cav got caught. Not paying attention. Right, what's going on over here? Yeah, we should be just fine. They're in melee against Wacko Raiders. If they want to go after my Ashigaru rather than my Wacko Raiders, I'm all too happy to let them do that. Okay. Send these unit of depleted Wacko Raiders in there as well, actually. There's a Yari Goshi, so I actually think now we should probably just send everyone in. What is going on here? Oh, there's a way through. Well, we can stop that. Come on, Wacko Raiders. The Wacko Raiders look like sort of natty ghetto samurai, which I quite like. Right, where's our other unit of Wacko Raiders? Here they are. Send them over here like so. Actually, no, those are our Naginata. We want to keep them back for when things start getting a little bit hairier. Those Yarigoshi are shaken. They're getting shot. Over here, more men are getting shot. Yeah, this is going to be really costly for them. They're moving into place, but they're walking rather than running. Right, they're broken actually, so we don't need to worry about them anymore. Yeah, you get into place there. And we can't get into Yari Wall anymore, because unfortunately they're already in combat apparently. But yeah, this fortress is excellent to defend, I have to say. More and more this battle is going in my favour, and we haven't really used any of the samurai units we've got yet. They're just breaking upon us. Yeah, they're doomed. I don't think we're even going to be using our Naginata samurai. These are Wako raiders which are getting shot, so you actually just retreat. Your presence isn't actually needed on the front line anymore. You take up your position on the wall again, Ashigaru. The Yari samurai are just getting toasted in melee by my Wako raiders and my Ashigaru.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
Over here is really the only place where my archers are able to use their ammunition at this point. Right. They're actually not over here at all. Could we move in? No, they're just going to waver and break. Yeah, let's get Motonari down here. Because all of their infantry pretty much is now over here. So let's send over more Ashigaru.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display!
Yeah, well they're very depleted, so I'm honestly not surprised at all. They're going after my Naginata with their archers because, of course, they are. Charge into them and kill them. Yari Ashigaru. Yeah, this is their problem. They've just got too many archers. Right, this should be enough to finish them off. Heroic assault. Yeah, there they go. So,
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display!
who's running? The Wako Raiders are running. Maybe our other unit of Wako Raiders needs to get on the walls to show them how it's done. This unit of Ashigaru can just be the reinforcements. Oh boy. Get back in the fortress. Your job is done, Motonari.
Our entire unit has perished, my lord.
Yo, what is with the lack of urgency? Yari Wall. And you go there. Right, let's push up some more Ashigaru. Yeah, we should be just fine. I mean, I really like the fire effects in Shogun 2. I think they're really good. You start pushing in there, actually. What on earth are you lot doing? Get in melee with the Ashigaru. Here we go. There may be Yumigoshi, but we're in Yari Wall. We should be fine. Nice. What's this? That's just Ashigaru. Yari Ashigaru just... They're not going to have the gumption to climb up on the walls. Yeah, we're going to need to move in another unit. Our Naginata Samurai, we're just going to try and preserve the lives of them as best we can. Just try and use up more of our Ashigaru, because they are much more easily replaced. We'll actually get you down here. You still have some ammunition, actually. Get down here. Start firing. What are our Wako Raiders doing? Get on the walls. They retreated. We could start counter-attacking down there. Although I think it's probably just for the best if we just keep our defensive positioning. Yeah, their entire army's starting to waver now. Well, at least most of it. They've still got their generals that they need to move forward.
Men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
In and amongst the fire, Yari Ashigaru and Wako Raiders. I would much rather they actually kill off my bow Ashigaru than my infantry at this point, so it's good that we're trading fire with them. Even though these are bow Ashigaru with a good amount of veterancy. You get into this position over here as well. That's a unit of fresh Yari Ashigaru actually, so... Actually, they're fresh, so halt. Yeah, I think we're going to need more reinforcements over here, so let's bring over another unit of Yari Ashigaru. I mean, there are still units over here, but I'm not concerned about them. We've got 2 units of, albeit depleted, Wako Raiders on the wall. And a unit of Yari Ashigaru as well as some bowmen that still have ammunition, so as soon as they go into that line of fire, they're just going to get absolutely destroyed. Alright, archers, do your thing. You've used all your ammunition, so actually you just pull back. Where's the archer unit that still has ammo? Oh, it's actually just this one. Unit winning decisively. Yari Goshi is shattered. Those fire arrows could be really useful, but honestly archers are just going to be a bit part of my army, I think. We're going to be focusing around other things. Well, I say that, we have those unique archers, and if they're really good, then we might actually focus a bit more around our bowmen. I'm very fortunate, actually, that this was such an archer-heavy army. Right, I think that the time has come for us to actually send forward some Naginata samurai. Get some experience for them. Unit's still winning decisively. Yeah, there's going to be no way through for a unit of just bowmen up against my Yari Ashigaru. You keep moving. This unit can come over here. They're just waiting to climb up on the wall, so I'm keeping that unit of Yari Ashigaru in reserve. I think we'll just move forward and use the rally ability. Kill off those Yumi Goshi. The time has most certainly come. And let's do... Where's Inspire? There it is. Let's inspire our Naginata Samurai. Second wind as well, actually. This unit must have been getting pretty tired. Start counter-attacking now. Still have those units down there, which means I can't cycle over everything. Let's bring another unit of Yari Ashigaru down here, though. Ah, that's their general. Look at how many of them are routing now. Those Yumi Goshi are confident. Let's change that. Let's have a look at our Naginata in close quarters combat as well. There they are. Going up against the Yumi Goshi.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
Alright, so with that, you should retreat as well. Yeah, they just crumbled. Right, we need to chase down as many of them as we possibly can here. That's not up for debate. We lost our Yari cavalry. We took losses, certainly, but that was a big army of theirs, and they're also not going to be able to replace that quickly. That was a big stack of samurai. Not the sort of thing easily replaced. Excellent. So already we may have broken the Otomo resistance a bit. Yep, Yumi Goshi. Then we'll go after a big unit, I think. Yumi Ashigaru. Yeah, that's a pretty big unit. may only be Ashigaru, but just cutting down on their numbers, I think, at this point. Look at that. They're still going to have a fairly sizable army left, but if we have anything to do about it, or say about it, it should be just fine. I don't like the fact that the music goes away when you speed up the proceedings. Yes, kill them off. The Otomo didn't have any of their imported matchlocks, interestingly enough. I mean, they would have been useless in this situation because my archers would have took them to pieces as they tried to get up on the walls, but still. Right, go after that unit of Yumigoshi. Actually, that's Yarigoshi. Kill them. As long as their army's just archers. Killing off as many samurai as we can. There's a nice little settlement out there as well. This is probably my favourite siege map that we've been on so far. And that might have something to do with the fact that it is a level 2 fortress. Right on the coast as well. So I'd be interested to see what our home province looks like now, seeing as it's a level 3 fortress. Look at all of these men that we can just work through piece by piece. This might be another level up for Motonari as well. We're not going to be able to catch too many more, unfortunately. Trying to kill off these Yari. Unless we are just killing off a selection of men from different units. Yeah, that night attack ability is so useful. Again, the impolite does suck because that applies more generally, whereas night attacker is only in like singular battles. I'll go after that unit of Yumi. Actually, that is a fat stack of Yari Ashigaru. Yes, that's going to be another nice unit to kill. Another melee unit. Again, it's easily replaceable, but still, we just want to deprive them of as much manpower as we possibly can. Although I would imagine the other Christian clan on the island, not the Kitapatake, not the Kikawa. They start with the K though. Those ones, they are almost certainly going to declare war on me pretty quickly. So we're going to need to replenish pretty fast. Recruit a few more Yari Ashigaru. Some of these Yari Ashigaru are at level 4 veterancy now. No, we're never going to catch them. Where are we? Nah, surely not. No, they've already escaped. Well, this was a very good battle nonetheless. Again, we did take losses, but they have far more, and there's next turn as well. The settlement will be repaired, so we'll have the garrison, so they won't be able to come back and try that again. We're definitely going to save the replay on that. Perfect. Close victory? I don't know if I agree with that. That's more decisive than the battle we had last turn. Or last part, I should say. Imagawa Sadayo. I wonder how the Imagawa are getting on. I mean, the Tokugawa are still alive, and so they must still be alive. I'm amazed the Tokugawa are still alive. There we go, look at the losses they got. More than double. And most of that was samurai as well. We only lost mostly Ashigaru. Our cavalry as well, which, again, bit of a shame. So I think for the time being, what we will do is...
We should speak openly of matters that concern us both, and so avoid unfortunate misunderstanding.
If you pay me for it, I will say yes to that. No. Then no. You don't have any goods that I don't have. And I know you just want the cotton that I provide. Definitely need to get our monk over there though. Start converting those provinces back to Shinto. That's such a good fortress to defend as well. So that'll be a good place to just sort of hold the Otomo at bay for now, I think. I'm still worried about what they're going to do though. I could get dragged into a war here. Capture a province belonging to the Otomo. Plus 2 melee attack. That's decent. I mean, we're going to do that within the next 6 seasons anyway. 6 seasons is a lot of turns in this mod. So Buzen has an archery dojo. It has a Naginata dojo as well. Although I don't think we actually need the Naginata dojo over here, because we have one here. And that will be where we recruit them from. So I think we will demolish that. It's winter, so there's no way that they're going to want to come forth and attack me. Right, ninja. You're going to need to start moving up. We have the ability to recruit another ninja, I think. No, we have the maximum. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Right. So, market, agents. Have our Metsuke. Where did our monk go? Because he needs to start making his move now. Monks are pretty slow, so he's going to take a little while to get over here, but that's fine. That war is still ongoing. If they want to take a crack at me, they are more than welcome to. Right, as for replacement units, we need more income. Even with that terrace farming, we have a lot of food, but we just need more income. Can we actually trade with anyone else? Right, who's got some goods that I might actually want? We're already importing timber. What is this? Silk? Iron? Iron might be an interesting one, although I don't think we actually know anyone that exports iron. So who's nearby? Who's not likely to... They're unfriendly. They're feeble, though. A lot of these little minor clans are just... They're not really worth worrying about. They're not going to declare war on me. Even if they do, we'll crush them. This is a very interesting clan emblem that they have. They're also allies with the Oda, enemies with the Imagawa and Takeda. Alright, let's see if we can't get a trade agreement going with them.
Sometimes
will you pay me for it? I doubt it.
And profit by it. Shall we see what our journeys have in store for us?
Yeah, sure. I just need a bit more income, which we're getting, but not enough. Stables, horse breeders. We just need improved irrigation, terrace farming, insufficient funds. Yeah, we need to start expanding a little bit more rapidly, I think, with just this one army. But we do need to replenish it. So I think what we'll do is build a unit of Wacko Raiders here. We still have all of our archers, so I think we'll just go for only 1 turn for Naginata. 2 turns for Yumi, but the upkeep cost is what I'm worried about here. Might not be the most efficient thing to do, but we're just going to get a unit of replacement Yari Ashigaru. And we'll move you up to the trees. You're going to be our garrisoning force after all. Yeah, we need to go for another unit of Naginata, I think. They're just too good. Too versatile. Right, mastery of the arts. We don't really want essence of the spirit. So what do we actually need to build those guys? Is it criminal syndicate? Hold on. Enables recruitment of ninja. We already have a gambling hall somewhere, right? I think it's in West Iwami. We do, yeah. So criminal syndicate will allow us to build Aki's Sanzoku. Could be an interesting move, actually. I'm interested to see how good they actually are. Okay. Elsewhere, I don't think we can actually do anything else because our income is just so poor. We could try and wrest control over another one of the trade nodes, but we need really what we need to do for that is a land force. And I don't really have the ability to do that for the time being. Trait gained. Brave. Damn, he's getting just traits all over the place. Bit of a beast at this point. Alright. It being winter, we should be okay. We need another army to really garrison Busan, though. I'd like to take advantage of the fact that the Otomo surely have been damaged fairly substantially by that, but I don't think we can. We just need more income, man. That's what we need. Maybe trade ships, so that we can get more cotton, but I think we need another trade node to really make that worth it. Alright, hold on. Alliance between the Takeda and the Yukoiki has been broken. I'm surprised that was an alliance that cropped up at all. Right, you... yeah, we're just going to make it so that you can apprehend. What about you? Hunting dog, apprehending. Obviously not yet, apprehending. We definitely don't want any of this nonsense. Right, our ninja is going to move down here and we're going to try and assassinate that missionary. Look at the state of him, look. Anyway. Right, yeah, the Wacko Raider unit. You're going to start making your way over. You're going to start making your way over. You're going to start making your way over. Reinforcing is going to be a bit of a problem. We could try and do it navally. Right, so they are over here. The Tachibana are at peace with us. What I'd really want to do now is move south and try and take North Bungo. But if I do that, Busan's going to revolt because of the Christianity. Right, let's see here. Right, yeah, let's go for a trade ship. We need more money. Speaking of which, we could... That's a lot, 500. Can we build a rice exchange in a place which is a little bit more secure, though? East Nagato is a little bit more secure. So yeah, let's go for a rice exchange there. Consumes 1 food, but we don't really have the funds to upgrade any settlements as yet. Oh yeah, we should have built a sake den here, really, shouldn't we? Possibly a sake den? I mean, we could go for a siege engineer's workshop. Just for the hell of it, get some of those firebomb throwers. For this settlement, that would actually not be the worst idea. They do have a penchant for killing themselves, but could be exactly what we need. Right, well, I'm going to try and assassinate that missionary. Need to get him out of here. That emblem, though. They're still alive. They're fighting hard. I was expecting them to be dead by now. Maybe a peace agreement is in our best interests. Have they lost that naval battle as well? I was allied with you because I thought you were the rising star. Damn, they're getting a big army over there, though. East Iwami's a big settlement. I think we should be okay. No, we can't afford another general. Where's the navy? Here we go, trade ship. Are you kidding? You're in the way? Alright, well, we'll build another trade ship. As for... Right, we need to definitely try and assassinate you. It's a pretty decent chance of success. Let's watch this little movie. See if he's successful or if he ruins everything. I mean, it's a travelling missionary we're assassinating, not a daimyo. Look at this man. He's got a tough act to follow. Our last ninja was such a beast. Go on, man. You can do it. Sneaky, sneaky. We really need to start pushing back against this religion as well. And we definitely don't want their agents taking liberties with us. No, damn it. Well, it failed. But he didn't die. And that's a little bit of experience for him at the very least. Right, our monk is very slow. We may as well get our heir into this army for now as well. What happens to those Wako Raiders? There they are. And the Naginata Samurai. Elsewhere, I think we just need more of those Wako Raiders. They're just too good not to have. And what else was I going to do? Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't leave... Well, I did leave enough funds actually to build something here. And maybe a sake den would be a thing, because there's craft good. Yeah, we're going to go for a sake den here as well. Happiness. Also, we can start working towards the gambling hall and getting those upgraded special archers we've got, because there's craft works in this province. Alright. Oh, there are the Oda. The big yellow monster. Ah, good, they're running away. They don't want any of this. They know my ninja's too good for them. Although, to be honest, we're running out of money with which to perform agent actions with. Oh, another navy is blocking that strait now. That's so annoying. I guess we'll just build another ship. It's taking up a lot of our monies, but maybe it's fine. Maybe we can wrest control of that trade node from the Amako. Because we can just take it and then blockade their port. That would be the hope, anyway. Now, what are you doing? You're going to drag me into some sort of horrible war. Sabotage any army. Instills fear. Could be good. Right, you get across here. Right, you're in reinforcement range at least. You move over here. You... I think you actually need to move up here, you know. Right, so we still can't move out, but... let's see what sort of navy we've got going on here. Let's go for another Yumi Kaboya. Rank 3 Yumi Kaboya at that. As for the ninja, right, you're actually going to go this way. Right, that's the Otomo army again. Oh, that's a lot. I just don't have the money to do that. We're going to do the cheese strats and block the bridge with our agent. I've had it happen to me before, so I feel justified in doing so. Otherwise, again, there's still not much else we can do. Fletchers. What can we actually upgrade in our home provinces other than roads? I mean, we don't have a lot of money at this point, so probably not a lot. Yeah, we don't have enough money. Does anyone else want to trade with us? So that we can upgrade all of this stuff. Kita Batake. Right. Are our ports at full capacity? Yes, they are. Right, okay. Can we get an upgrade to our villages? Yeah, another 2 possible trade routes by sea. So that's what we need to do next turn, really. And you know what? We could recruit a unit of Yumigoshi, but I think we already have enough archers in that army. So we're just going to keep on the Wako Raider train. A Takeda navy. Right, there is... Don't convert. Right, they didn't. Good. Close one. Close call. They're going to need a beefy army if they want to take Busan back from me. Meanwhile, that clan has got a lot of power by the looks of things. So it's probably a good thing we're moving to reinforce our land up there. In fact, we might need to try and nip that in the bud right now. If they're already at war with my allies, because my allies are not going to survive an onslaught from them. If they aren't, though, then we'll hold off. Because that looks like a single clan, that green blob. And that's a lot of provinces they've taken, if that is the case. Conversion attempt. Right, continued trade between them is no longer possible. Right, the Urakami. Yeah, the Urakami are huge. They're strong and they're affluent. Maybe we can get some trade going with them, though.
Welcome.
Right.
I'm here to listen.
Yep,
and to seek
this is
a
good.
worthy outcome to our discussions.
They don't have horses or cotton, so they're going to pay me for this. Probably around the 5,000 mark again, although they are affluent, so maybe they will pay a huge sum, in which case we can start upgrading pretty much all of the infrastructure in all of our provinces, which would be so good. So good. 6,000? Because we won't be able to use this to really train more armies up, because we still have the income problem and the upkeep thing. 7,000. We have a land border with them as well. This will also make them slightly less likely to try and declare war on us, I think. They're only at war with the Amako as well, who are stuck on that island still. Although this might mean they would actually take that trade node. Oh, this is going to be so good. 9,000. Fair play. Yeah, 8,000. Okay. 8,000 is still more than sufficient for me. Excellent. Right. Okay. But we do need to beef up our defences here, I think, including making this a fortress. It'll consume food, but yeah, we need to make that a fortress because they're probably going to come for us. Elsewhere, what else can we upgrade? Ah, yes. The sake den that's over here, we will upgrade to a gambling hall. We could upgrade this to a fortress as well, considering it's probably going to be a focal point of a lot of attacks moving forward. It's another 3,000 we'd be dumping into it, though. Let's go for more money elsewhere, actually. Let's go for terrace farming here. And terrace farming there. Right. Now let's also try and assassinate this guy again. Enemy wounded. Okay, so he will come back. But for now, he's off the field. We don't have to worry about any sort of conversions. We're ministering you to the settlement to try and recover its dignity. Get rid of that Christianity. Right. Now, I think. Right, so let me see. Is this... Oh, that's war horses. That's useless. Chinese Empire. Raw silk. Incense. And incense. I think silk is what we want to go for. Honestly. Look at this movement range we've got as well. Absolutely redonkulous movement range. Oh, that's the Amako. What is this? Just a single boat? You know what? Yep. Easy peasy, bit more veterancy. Right. Combine with them. Takes away a little bit of movement from us. It might... the Goto? It might honestly be worth just going at war with them to move a navy off this if we can. Just so we can get that extra trade income, because they're not going to be able to do anything to us anyway. Jesus, look at the Takeda. They're going strong as well. Looks like the Iko-Iki are getting shafted. The Hattori are doing really well. The Oda are not. I think the Tokugawa did perish at some point and I didn't notice. So a lot of the great clans are actually falling away, but significant power blocks are starting to emerge now. And it's good that we're one of them. It's good that we were able to break out of that situation earlier. Otherwise things could have gotten a little bit more dicey. Let's move up here. Are we recruiting anything else from this town? No, and I think we actually do want to keep hold of our income for now. Or... no, yeah, that's fine, I think, for now. That Otomo army can try its luck again if it wants, but it's still far too archer heavy to really make too much of a dent on Busan, especially now that it's repaired. Mastery of the arts. Oh, we're actually going for something that I didn't mean to go for, but we're only one away from it, so we might as well... minus 20% to the cost of monk actions is okay anyway. And I forgot to move them. Can't afford to rest on our laurels too much here. Maybe having a boat just to scout out where they're strong.
Consider this our offer, and do so with all your undoubted wisdom.
You're at war with a lot of people, but you're doing okay. You're trading with the Takeda and the Hattori. I mean, this is more income for us, but I don't know. If you pay me for it... Nope. Then no. I can get money out of other people. I'm not wasting a trade line on you. I'm amazed they're still around. We might want to actually sue for peace with them because they're starting to become... They're not being killed off by the clan that's on that island. And I don't want them to blockade me, because blockading me at this point would tank my income. It would be a real disaster. It's also just a naval free-for-all down here. This is why the turns are taking so long. They're a good ally, though. I like the Mimura. I will keep them alive if I'm able, but if the Urakami go to war with them, that's going to be problematic, to say the least. Right, that's a heavy Bune, which we could go for. But, I mean, I don't know that they would actually be any good anyway, so we probably won't go for this just yet. Way of the sword, way of the bow, enables fire arrows. Yeah, let's go for enabling fire arrows. We're going all in. Getting across that strait takes up a lot of movement. Right. We know their army's there, so let's actually send our ninja as a scout. To see if they have anything down here. They don't really. North Bungo has a chapel and a gambling hall. And a mountain hermitage. Right. Right. This is a bit of a dick move, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to call my allies to help though. I might have been trading with them actually. No, I wasn't, not the Goto. Yeah, easy. We actually captured that trade ship as well. Which means more money for us. Significantly more money for us. So they're going to stay there like that. And that actually is their port as well. So what we're going to do, be very cheeky, is just keep breaking it. So they're effectively stuck. Right, well, there's that Otomo army. If they attack me again and lose, I will head south and try to take North Bungo. Elsewhere, I think that's all we can do for now. Well, we could go for... That's barren soil, though. That's, like, basically worthless. Can we... That's still 3 turns away. Alright.
When you consider
trade agreement.
do
Stone.
not consider only the blossom. Look to the whole tree.
I'm going to accept that actually, because they are mighty. Takeda Kanako. So Shingen died. Right, they are vomiting out a lot of armies. As soon as I sort of get a handle on the situation on KYUSHU with enough armies to actually move forward, it should be a relatively easy task to kill them off. Oh, I just got incense. I could have asked for money out of the Takeda, I think, and they probably would have said yes. No matter. My allies are still doing a great job of just bullying the Otomo ships as well. I'm so pleased about that. Yeah, it's the greens I'm worried about now. They could move forward. I mean, it is a relatively... Sun comes of age. Mori Takakage. Capture a province. We failed to accomplish that, unfortunately. Sabotage any army. We failed to accomplish that as well. That's fine. It's these guys, yeah, the Urakami, who I'm worried about. Right, you can come up here with your brother and just help hold down East Iwami, because they can only really attack me from this direction. My ally is still fine. Or allies are still fine. Right, we can finally... I think this is a full army now. With 2 generals. And the monk. I really want to move forward, but I don't know if I can... I don't know if I'm able to, really. Right, we should be able to start taxing these places now. No. Yes, excellent. So that's taxed. You're already being taxed, I believe. You are. Are you being taxed? You are. Just want to make sure that all of you are being taxed the appropriate amount. You're exempted from tax. I don't know why we were doing that. We have a huge garrison over here. So that's massive tax. So now we've got a ton of money and a ton of income. So now we can actually afford to start building more units. Which includes Naginata Samurai. 1 unit of Naginata. We'll go for another unit of Wako Raiders down here. And we will go for... Right, hold on. Our son can just step out for a moment, because we are actually going to build him an army. Starting off with some upgraded Yumi Ashigaru, I think. So we're building units all over the place now. And actually we want another trade route by sea, don't we? Which means... Have we already... No, that's not right. It's this one, isn't it? Yes. So yeah, plus 2 trade routes. Let's build that. We now have no more money to do anything else with. So let's move on. Yeah, several great clans have fallen at this point. The Takeda, though. They're turning into a bit of a monster over there. The Uesugi is still alive, though. Right, well, that was extremely foolish of you. I don't know what you were thinking, because I'm just going to have to finish you off now on the field. Right, the Urakami are pulling back. They're going to try and get over the strait, but they're not going to be able to retreat that way, so it's all rather pointless on their part. And as soon as this army is hopefully shattered to pieces, we can move south and take North Bungo as well. More progress can be made. And of course you're raiding my trade line. I should have sued for peace with them last turn. Although to be fair, they are doing a good job at keeping their house in order. Port blockaded, but it got dealt with immediately. No, don't want them. Right, let us... Right, we'll do that in just a second. We'll sort out everything else before then. Right, this unit of Wako Raiders is going to come down this way. This unit of Naginata Samurai is going to come down this way. And can we build anything else now? We're 1 turn away from increasing that to the point where we can try and build those snazzy new archers that we have. Otherwise... Right, let's have a look over here. Can we break their port again? Nope, it's already broken. I think that's just about everything already. Could build another rice exchange. Wealth from commerce. Does consume another food, but it does mean more income for us, so we'll do that. And that's in a very well-defended province. We're going to be garrisoning that one for a long time if the Urakami continue with what they're doing. Yeah, I think that's just about it. You poor fools. Night attack just denies us our reinforcements, so we're not going to do that. So yeah, we will quick save, just in case this one crashes, because it's off the sort of size where it certainly could crash. This is a pretty key battle. It's not the easiest in the world to win, because they have got a lot of bow samurai. So we are going to need to be pretty quick on the uptake. Let's do it. Motonari and Motoharu together should be more than sufficient to kill them off. They might actually move towards me, I don't know. More reinforcements on the way down. So if we lose a unit of, say, Naginata Samurai and Wako Raiders, it's not the end of the world because we've got more of them on the way. And this might be the last battle that we see in this part. Two very large battles against the Otomo, though. Alright, Motonari. Honestly, the worst situation here would be if we ended up losing Motonari over this. Because he's proven to be such a beast. Right. Our reinforcements are coming from this way as well, which is excellent. So we will approach from over the hill. Even if they don't want to come to us, we should still prepare for the fact that they might want to. And we will keep our Naginata in the back. We will have some swordsmen on both flanks. And that should be sufficient. I mean, as long as we back up our pretty plentiful Yari Ashigaru line, they should do just fine, especially with the veterancy and the upgrade to morale that they have. There we go. So this is a large-scale battle that we are now engaged in. Right, so we'll move all of you lot to here. Move you lot just in behind, just in case they do want to come for us, because the AI will be more likely to target our archers, which is a more acceptable loss than our infantry in this case if they come forwards. And like so. So we will make them all walk. And our huge amount of reinforcements coming from the side field there. Interestingly enough, because our son was recruited technically in our home province, he's got the improved morale trait as well. Right, so you move into position as well. His first taste of battle, and it's in a very key one as well. What are they going to do? I don't think they're going to come for me, actually. I think they are moving backwards. Maybe they're going to try and take up a defensive position in this little farmhouse. But there is no rush. We'll move into ×4 speed. It is the bow samurai that worry me. They also have some katana samurai. We have the melee advantage. It's how we can make best use of that. And I want to keep a unit of Naginata close by at all times to my generals to make sure that any sort of general engagement goes heftily in our favour. You walk. Wako Raiders can also walk. You walk. And then the Naginata Samurai can walk. And you can hold down this side of things. Slow and steady wins the race here. As soon as the engagement starts, however, we're probably going to want to charge in as quickly as we possibly can. Maybe we should try and whittle down their archers first, though. It's a risky proposition, I mean, but their bow samurai are good. Yeah, we're going to send out a unit of Naginata to each flank, I think. And one unit in the middle to sort of hold up any part that starts taking damage. Are they really going to retreat? No, they're just sort of tilting their army to face mine. Okay, fair play. Right, loose formation. They're going to have more range than me as well, so... Right, let's think about this logically for a second. We're going to move in you lot to cover... Right, well, you're not going to be able to cover that wide of a front line in Yari Wall, so we'll move you to here. Right, so this is it. This is when things start to get a little bit hectic. So you lot are going to move in here. You are going to move to here. Motonari, you're going to hold down the flank as well. You lot are going to move in to here. You lot to here. And you lot to here. I think that's everyone that's moving except this general. You can move over to here. Okay. Right, as soon as it all starts to kick off, we'll start to sprint our men into position. These are Bow Ashigaru with some level of veterancy at least, so they won't, hopefully... They're actually moving into us. How about that? Yari Meijing. Right. Actually, you want to just... It's the Ashigaru I'm worried about here. We've got far more Ashigaru than they have. And Ashigaru morale is just absolute garbage. Right, it's time to start running, I think. Are they really pulling back? What on earth are you lot doing? Have you no pride? Right. Let's keep moving. Keep the pressure up. Careful with the generals though. We don't want them in range of the archers. Right, here we go. This is going to be where the fight begins. Are you serious? You're just out of range. Yari Wall. Actually, you lot, get out of Yari Wall. Sprint in there. Yeah, get in there, actually. Why not? All of these archers. Yeah. This is actually going way, way better than I thought it would go. Our bows are obviously outmatched pretty horribly. No, you come back here. Yeah, this is where we're going to run into a few problems. Our Ashigaru are not made of particularly stern stuff, but their army's already on the run, really. Right, rally. Yeah, their cavalry just doesn't know what to do. Yep, that Yari Ashigaru is going to break. Going to try and inspire this unit just to hold down the line for a little bit longer. What are you lot doing? Get back in there. Oh, hello. Recharge that line with both of our Wacko Raiders. Whoa, 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 don't go in there. Heroic assault. Hold firm. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. They found a gap in our lines. They found several gaps in our lines, in fact. Yeah, they're going to go for our archers. But really, it's really not the end of the world for us. Those Yari Ashigaru are steady. I think we will actually be able to get a bit of a recharge on them. You stop them.
A glorious victory will soon be yours.
Charge into them. Actually, you know what? We might as well already start hunting down. They're broken. Broken at the hands of our archers. You shoot them. Those are just Yari Ashigaru. But we'll kill them off nonetheless. Yeah, that was a bit of an interesting fight. That went better than I thought it was going to, actually. We lost a lot of Naginata samurai there. But... No, continue. But that could have gone far worse. I mean, our Yari Ashigaru there actually held their ground resolutely. Very proud. Yari Goshi. Let's try and catch up with those Ashigaru. This is going to be another good victory. They're still going to have an army left, but we might be able to hunt them down.
Shameful display.
Who's running from the battlefield? No, they're not going to catch them, I don't think. So that's just about it then. All we can hope to do is hunt down a few more. Full speed. Yeah, they're not going to make that. Can try and catch up with them. But I don't think we're going to have too much success there. Yeah, just a few units down here, but their army is going to be in a pretty poor state. Having a look at some of these losses, I mean, some of the Ashigaru took a lot. You can see where the cavalry hit our bows. The Wacko Raiders, however, the backbone of my army, just doing the business again. I think we are going to catch up with that Yumigoshi unit. That'll be another unit we don't have to deal with next. Might be enough for another level up for Motonari, let's hope. It's another replay save-worthy battle there. Man. Those Wacko Raiders are so useful. Even with the military port, I thought that would take away some of their usefulness just because of the awkward requirement, but getting a military port earlier on as the Mori isn't so bad, I suppose. And we only lost one unit in its entirety. And we did level up. Can we actually catch them? We can, thank God. Finish them off. Easy auto-resolve. And there we go. Another general gone. Chipping away at the Otomo's power. Move as far as we can. Right, you get into this settlement, because the religious differences are going to be a real problem in Busan. Yeah, non-clan religion. That's enough to keep them on side for now, but Shinto Buddhism's going up, Christianity's going down. But it's going to be... yeah, let's try and sabotage them, just so they can't get through. Sabotage successful. Excellent. You going to level up? You are. The first step on his road to being as good as our last one. So we're going to go for assassinations on this gentleman. Anything good for assassinations? Avoid detection. Campaign movement right now. Avoid detection's the only one we're going to want out of those. Right, you've already moved. You lot are just sitting tight. We're one away from a gambling hall. Yeah, that's it for this turn. There are the Shimazu. Maybe we can trade with the Shimazu. Now that we have incense, we are pretty much... We've got everything that people would want, except for... Well, no, silk, isn't it, we have. The only thing we don't have that people would want is incense. The Hattori are doing really well, actually. They're the ones most poised to take Kyoto. I think the Takeda are probably the strongest individual faction on the map, having said that. The Iko-Iki are also in a bit of a poor state. Oh, they're at war with the Takeda. Right. Oh, they're taking bites out of them, are they? If they are, then maybe it'd be worth my time to just sort of push forward and take at least one settlement. Got to expand our power base somehow. We are trading with them though, so maybe not just yet. Great Clan destroyed. The Uesugi. Okay. So the Takeda... Well, the Takeda haven't killed them because they haven't actually got that territory, but someone did. Maybe the Date? Not often you see the Date actually do really well. Right, we need a bit of replenishment. We definitely need to... Hang on a moment. Where's our... Oh, there they are. The Wacko Raiders. You move over there. Let's see here. We have the money to do this now. Sure. Let's just try and keep them in position. Sabotaged. Right, they don't have an army over here anymore, I'm fairly sure. So, next turn we should move in. We've also got an upgrade to Motonari here. Defending on land. Attack? No, that's not worth it. 2 morale for Ashigaru. Level 2. Campaign movement range. Yes. What's this? Infantry tactic. All units. Castle defender. Next rank we'll be able to get that. This rank we can only get this. Attacking. During ambushes. Defending at sea. Converts province. Oh yeah, religious. We need that just because we're going to have to go through the Christian lands. Melee attack, +1 to command when defending on land. I think just this, just so that he's a little bit better at fighting other generals. A little bit less likely to just get killed off. On a whim, a son is born. Mori Yori Kazu. Let's have a look at our family tree, actually. What's going on there? Oh, damn, he's got tons of children already. Good on you, man. You really were the MVP when we were taking over our initial power base. We don't have any unrelated generals either, so all of them are loyal. Right, considering our current financial situation, let us recruit more units. Another unit of Wako Raiders over here. Another unit of Naginata Samurai over here. And insufficient funds, damn it. Well, we will be doing that next turn. But for this turn, let's just go for another unit of bog standard Yari Ashigaru and end it there. If we can take North Bungo in this part, that'll be a good place to leave it, I think. Oh, hello, the Shimazu are making big moves, so we actually need to hurry up and take North Bungo. Looks like the Otomo and Christianity as a whole might be on the decline. I certainly hope so. Don't think the Otomo are going to be in a place where they can actually match us at this point, but this does mean that we're probably going to come into conflict with the Shimazu soon enough, and the Shimazu Katana Samurai. They are going to be something which my Wako Raiders are not going to enjoy going up against. Looks like they're finally taking over the whole of Shikoku. Maybe it might be worth looking for another trade partner to just dump a bunch of money on us so that we can start upgrading our things. Maybe another monastery is in order as well. Another monk assassination attempt. Wait a second. You fool. Could try and assassinate him right now. Do you know what? We're going to. 79% chance of success. Target assassinated. Perfect. Clandestine practices. 10% chance to the success of ninja actions. Right, he can't move anymore. But he did level up once again. He's starting to live up to his predecessor. Yeah, we're going to keep going down this path. Assassinations is what his whole deal is going to be. Right. You. Motonari. Yeah, that army there is just garbage compared to ours, so let's move in and destroy it. Of course, they're going to fall back to the castle, which is a little bit less. We can't really move it. That's not really what I wanted to do, but well, it'll still worry them. So we've got our ambush set up. I'd rather them come out of the castle to come and face us so that we can sort of divide and conquer them. It might actually be a good idea to reinforce him a little bit, actually, because his army is depleted. There we go. As for everything else, we'll continue to cycle down units. Right. Let's go for another Wako Raider, another Naginata Samurai, and let's go for some Yumi Ashigaru. Actually, we need to build this, definitely. So with that in mind, if we're going for the new archers, let's get rid of that, and let's go for just another unit of Yari. They're cheap anyway. Yeah, I think that will be good. Yeah. I always feel like I've forgotten something, especially when your territory starts getting bigger. The Oda just took another province back. So it looks like the Takeda are the dominant force on that side of Kyoto. Unless the Date have got literally the entirety of northern Honshu. Right, this is a bit of a shame. Have a unit of Naginata Samurai there. So it's time for our son to prove himself in battle. It's really just our garrison force, but we fought this battle before. Yeah. We have those Naginata Samurai as reinforcements. They might actually be pretty good to take out their general. Of course they would do this. Motoharu. Losing this province would be not crippling, but it would be a bit of a disaster. Well, not a disaster. We could just turn around with Motonari and recapture it, especially with the strength of his army, but we really need to defend this and take North Bungo before the Shimazu do, so that we have more of a defensive position on Kyushu Island. Right, it's going to be exactly the same tactics, so these guys have the upgraded archers because of the province we're in with the craft works. Right, we don't have the ability to... Our reinforcements are absolutely miles away as well. Okay, so probably they're going to come from this side first and foremost, so we will put our katana over here as well as a single unit of our Yari Ashigaru. A single unit of Yari over here. To be fair, this is a... Yeah, I think... Okay, yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're going to have just one unit of Yari Ashigaru over here. If necessary, we'll send our general down. Okay, let's go. Okay, they're all coming from over there, actually. Cool. So that means we can get up here. Cycle you over as well. Perfect. Coming from just the one angle. Right, so you lads may as well just start coming down here. It's going to be a while before they make it, but we have our Katana Samurai. Let's get this unit of Yari over here as well. Just walk. The bowman can sprint though. Here we go. So again, they have the superior archers, but we have the superior position. Oof, a lot of those arrows are just going into the ground. Yeah, this fortress is really, really good. Be nice if we had some matchlock towers, although I suppose we'd need to they have fire arrows as well. We're not too far away from getting them ourselves, however, as well as our unique archers. I would assume it's a similar story with them and something like bow warrior monks. Only like similar to the Wako Raiders and Katana Samurai, they're not as good, but they are cheaper. That's what I would imagine my unique archers would be like, and again, that would be so useful. I hope that's the case, because bow warrior monks are monsters. Already, these Yari Ashigaru taking some fairly substantial losses, and they're using most of their ammunition on just our bog standard units. Although we do want to retreat our Katana Samurai out of range. Right, okay, they're actually moving forward now, so Katana Samurai, your time has come to get on the walls. Yeah, we were caught off guard a little bit there. Let's move some Yari Ashigaru in place as well. Let's just get 3 units of Yari Ashigaru on the go, actually. Why not? This is only a unit of Yari Ashigaru as well. You actually need to get into position over here to defend that arrow tower. Come on, game. The unit was like wondering what to do there. You could see the gears turning. Right, our Naginata Samurai is still a fair ways off. What on earth are you doing? Just kill them. The pathfinding, man, I swear. I assume that part of that has to do with the new settlements. So we have more Ashigaru heading to the walls. Let's actually get some more Ashigaru heading over here, just in case they decide to come through the gates. Right. Katana, you head over here. Tono! Ooh. No, you turn around. They're coming over here now. They're getting shot and they're already shaken. Where are our katana? Could you please move? I know the pathfinding cannot be that difficult. You get in there. What on earth are you doing? Jesus Christ. I swear, these men are just... I know they're poorly trained peasants, but come on. Right, we need to get over here, because our Yari Ashigaru are starting to really struggle. We've already lost the arrow tower. Right, we can't spare the man any longer. Charge in there. Rally. Dismount. And charge in. Hatamoto Samurai should be just the ticket there. Here we go. Motoharu. This is where you make your family proud.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Right, they are broken. They're not completely gone yet. We need to get this unit of Ashigaru over here, though. Oh yeah, our general really gave them the business. Alongside the katana, we should have the ability to just inflict huge damage on them. Okay, so we should be fine. That's a huge rout, thanks to our general's input. Right, you actually remount. They're only winded. Not bad. You shift over to here. So they still have their general. And that's honestly just about it. Most of their units are only broken. They will come back. But, alright, we can essentially remount the walls. Those guys are wavering. All of those lads. Let's get over here, actually. With our Naginata. Right, they're coming back for another go. Actually, we need to get over here. I just noticed where their general was going. Most of these are garrison units as well, so honestly we don't need to spare the man. Other than the Naginata Samurai. Okay. This unit of bowmen honestly can probably just... Oh, no. You stay there. Stay there and shoot them. Their general's confident, but they really shouldn't be.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shame for display.
Actually, no. No, 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 not yet. So we do have one unit that routed. The one's over here, but that is not going to matter at all. Which is the one that's in melee over here? These guys. Yeah, you keep firing. Charge in there. Shoot them. What is wrong with you? Just stay mounted on the wall and shoot them. Charge. Rally. What are you doing? Oh my god, the pathfinding in this game, I swear.
My lord, a
There we go.
glorious victory will soon be yours.
This is risky as hell, but yeah, they broke. We're just going to keep in melee with them. Oh, they captured that gate, that's why. No, go after them. Continue. Right, let's chase them down, because we need to. We definitely need to make sure that none of these guys come back. Or at least very few. Actually, no, 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 no. You stop firing. No fire at will.
The men are fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
Yeah, they did not make it in time. Right, it's just a case of fast forwarding and trying to kill them all off now. I don't know where on earth they're routing to. But you know what? They can do them. Go after this unit now. So Motoharu's first battle was a victory. A good victory as well, so that will essentially cripple the Otomo's ability to counterattack and retake Busan, and we should be able to take North Bungo. Next turn, what are you doing? Go back in the settlement. You're not going to be able to chase down anything. Neither are you, actually. Now, come to think of it, you can try and get them, I suppose. Get a couple of kills to your name at the very least. Let's see here, Yumigoshi, that's the same unit. This, I think, is going to be the last one we're actually going to be able to catch, possibly. There's like one dude there, that's not really worth going after. Okay. Yep, this is going to be the end of the battle. May as well end it there, actually. End that battle. That might actually be the last thing that we do this part. There we go. Huge amount of losses. They're not going to be able to attack either. I've got constant stream of reinforcements arriving. They're just not going to be able to do much else. Is that the Ita? Well, they're the Urakami. I think they've got other problems. I think the Hatakeyama are taking chunks out of them. Which means they cannot come after us. I'm glad my ally is so loyal to me. I'm sure that will change eventually. Shogun 2's AI is never fully loyal at all times, but still. Okay, so with that, I think we will end the episode. Next time, we will try to take North Bungo from the Otomo. And we will continue to move into Kyushu. Only one province was taken this episode, but we did take a trade node, and island hopping is one of the most difficult things to do, especially into Kyushu, because it's essentially only one way in unless you navally invade. And also there's the Christianity, which is going to make trying to take over these territories a little bit more awkward than it otherwise would be. But yeah, I think next time we'll start to expand a little bit more rapidly. I think we can take northern Kyushu next episode, and then we can start worrying about what the Shimazu want to do. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll join me for whatever is next.